This is emergency protocol. For some reason, Holly's not able to post. I haven't had been able to get in touch with her, so I'm jumping in. Emergency protocol, guys. I know it's my week off, but at the same time, I want to talk about this. Now, this is coming direct from my iPhone at technically Monday, so it's not my birthday week no more. So loopholed, yes, and lawyered. Right. So, religion. Now, had this not been my birthday week, I'd have actually sort of done like a weird interviewy thing with my mum, because my mum is very religious. Funnily enough, it's actually my fault. Not fault, but you know what I mean. And once again, I do apologise about the lighting here. I'm not well as well, so that's a thing. If you hear a clicking, it's my radiator. Right. Minute in, let's get talking. Right, so when I was a kid, my best friend called Lewis used to go to Sunday school. And we were going to separate schools. He was going to the Christian school, which for those who know it is called the Bishop of Llandaff. And I was going to the normal public school, which is known as Cantonian High. So that's fairly simple. But so that we could continue seeing each other, I basically started going to Sunday school. We used to hang out on a Sunday, go to Sunday school, then go over his, play video games, whatever. Unfortunately, due to obviously the fact that we've both grown up, that never happened. But because I was going, and I kind of wanted to go to Bishop, my mum started going to church. Because in order to go to Bishop, you had to go to church for X amount of weeks. Fortunately, we were about 2 weeks short, which sucks. But, at the same time, that school has church services every day. Now, I am by definition an agnostic, which means I personally have no defined faith, but I accept that there are others. So kind of like Sam and Liam, I think. Guys, I haven't watched your videos all week, I'm sorry. Well, I have watched them, but it was on the days that they were uploaded, except for Liam's, which I watched on my birthday, which made me laugh because you got my birthday wrong by a week. But it's fine. Right, focus. So, I went through the whole religious thing, and I think most kids do. And I will admit that I do adopt certain principles from that sector of religion. Now, what I mean by that is standard right and wrongs, like don't kill, etc., etc., and I'm waffling on, but at the same time I'm still at the shortest of all the videos this week. But going back to Holly's main question for when she suggested this topic, because I think that's easier for me to focus on, because like I say, with me I'm just agnostic, so I'm not refusing religion, I just am neutral towards it, so I'm basically meh when it comes to religion, although I don't see the point in wars. Now that brings us on to the whole, obviously the whole thing of, is religion a source for good in the world? Now, simple answer, personally, and I'm going more red as this goes on, which actually reminds me of when I had red hair, but personally, I believe that it doesn't. Now, my reason for that is because of the fact that, frankly, quite a large chunk of wars are started because of religion, or money, or something. Now, I'm going to go for the default example, the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. Allegedly, it's because of sorry, hiccup. Like I say, I'm not well. Allegedly, it's because Al Qaeda and the terrorist cell it follows basically flew some planes into America for religious rights. I can't remember the story. I just remember it happened on the second day I was in high school. Yeah, fine fact there for you. But that then caused a war, which, okay, technically now is over, but we've still got troops there, and there's still people dying as a result of some people who are in a concentrated group of extreme religious beliefs who decided to kill hundreds and thousands of people for their beliefs. And it's just going to keep going on until they all pull out. Now, I know they're no longer in Afghanistan, they are in Iraq, but it's still the same thing. You still see on the news that people are dying. My phone just came up with a really bizarre message. But yes, so you get the idea, guys, and I know I'm rambling. But basically my point of view is pretty much the same as Luke's, where if it's like with my mum, where it helps her with her depression, because she finds solace in God, and the community that she has with the church, then it's good. If it's a concentrated cell, like Al-Qaeda, I could go as far as to say the stonemasons, although we all know that they're just shrouded in mystery. I doubt they're up to very much. But yeah, so guys, that was my 2 cents for this week. Holly, I sincerely hope you're okay. Liam, get rid of the hat. I will eventually impose a law, unless enough people vote it up, which would be interesting. Sam, your points, from what I can remember, like I say, I watched it on Monday, were very, very valid. Regan, you told me how yours was filmed before you'd uploaded it. So with that, I understand your point of view. And once again, it's very similar to, I think, most of the people's on this channel. Adam, with yours, it was a lot to take in, but once again, it was a very valid point that you made. And finally, Luke, to be fair, your story really, really touched me, and I know a lot of people don't know this. I know Holly and Regan know, but I know the rest of you guys on this channel don't know. But at the beginning of this year, one of my close friends was murdered, and I have had the question of where does it go. And watching your video, it helped. It got to me, and it helped. And for that, okay, yes, the hair is still awesome, but I'm changing my inspiration for you to the fact that you're essentially one of the only people who can understand what I'm going through. I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand that other people have been through things, and I know it was different circumstances with your grandparents, but still at the same time, you've asked the same questions as I'm currently asking, and your answer helped to a point, because it made me realise that at the end of the day, yes, he's gone, and the way he went was unfortunate, and it was way too young. But at the end of the day, he's essentially in peace now. Guys, this has been your Emergency Sunday, who's normally Wednesday. I will see Sam sometime in the next 22 hours. Liam Tuesday. You guys will see me again on Wednesday. This week's topic is marriage. Guys, I'll see you on Wednesday.